Ooh, and we're live. Oh my goodness. So, for our viewers out there, who has been waiting for us to come on here live? I know we have some fans. We've been getting messages, and we truly appreciate it. We're beginning to feel like movie stars because people are reaching out.
I'm going to bring my sunglasses.
No, really, we're just delighted to be here because we are. We said we're going to be with you for the next 90 days. We don't want to give you the end date, but according to my calculations, that's going to be December 1st.
Oh my gosh, we already have a deadline. Okay.
It's 90 days because that's 90 days. We want to put a time frame. You know, that's part of when you set a goal, you got to see, this is my starting point. This is my end point. How are we going to use the time between now and then? Which is crucial. And so the last question that we had from our audience from last time was, what do we do? How do we prepare for the upcoming holidays? And that's not just from a money perspective, although we're going to talk about that, but let's talk about the bigger picture. Because what happens during holidays, folks? What happens? I know we all have one. I know we all do. We all have one of those relatives that tends to be a little negative Nelly. Nothing good ever happens to them. So what are we going to do? And so we end up we want to have compassion. We want to be nice. But at the same time, what can we do in advance to prepare for that? I know what you're going to say. And one of my favorite tips is avoid them, which is what I do. I used to do that. I know. Go to the other side of the room. No, but really, okay, there's the truth. There you go.
That was the truth for this Tuesday, and now it's out there. Yeah. Okay.
Talk about, oh my God, I better not forward this to any of my relatives. They won't know who it is, right? But it's about how do we prepare it? How do we prepare it? Well, I would invite you to think, we don't know. Because when somebody's negative, when somebody has nothing nice to say, I believe that they're in a great deal of pain. Right? We don't know what pain they're going through, right? So what if we begin to imagine that in order for them to be so negative, in order for them to be wanting to inflict pain on others, that they really internally are in a great deal of pain, and we're going to have some compassion, we're going to send them light, we're going to send them love. And what if we really took the time to get to know them? Even though it's going to be rough, they're not going to have nice, but really get to know, well, what's going on? What can we help? What can I do? Offer to go get them a cocktail. Get them some food. I don't suggest get them drunk. No, that's not what I'm saying, right? But do a gesture of whatever it is, right? Make that softer so that they're feeling better. Maybe they'll leave you alone, right? But let us have some compassion for them because we don't know. We just don't know what they're going through. And I know Terilee and I, they're not relatives, but we do know some people that are they're not in the happy place. That's all we're going to say. They're not in the happy place. And it's tough. It's tough to be around them. They drain you. So,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. They do.
I have a short-term answer on that one. Lachelle's here. Hi, Lachelle. And previous, like in the past 6 months, and especially, we're talking about the holidays, but let's face it, we're going to go through this like election period, right? And if I see people and it's draining on me to be checking them out, I hide them for 30 days. I haven't had a lot of people I've like permanently unfollowed or unfriended, but it's like, nope, can't do you. And you know that trick?
Good.
Do you know that trick? But it's possible.
I've been deleting them.
Hey. Listen, Lachelle loves our neck candy. And listen, Chella got that memo. I know. It's so cute today, isn't it?
They're going to think we planned this. But we really didn't.
This was not planned. But today I said, hey, Chella. But thank you. But seriously, I think that even whatever we can do, like if you know that someone is going to have that effect on you and drain you, you want to, again, I always will remind myself, Chella would say, like, send them compassion and have compassion for where they are, but it's okay to minimize the time with them. It is so okay. It is so okay.
Right?
Yes.
right? We want to, it's okay. We understand their journey. They're on their journey. They're in their car. They don't have to come over to our lane, but it's about minimizing the time we spend with them.
Yes.
So that would be the one. And what's going to do is you're going to have less stress because you don't have to go through all of that roller coaster, emotional roller coaster. You don't have to get angry. We don't have to react. We don't have to do any of that stuff. So that would be the one thing. And I think is the most important one is how do you protect your energy so that the energy vampires during the holidays don't take that away from you, right? Because you want to maintain your inner peace. And for me, it's about the health, right? Because when you have that emotional roller coaster, it truly has an effect on your health. So we want to protect your health first. But this is my favorite thing. So now that I know it doesn't matter which holidays. This applies to anniversaries, birthdays, or anything. And you've never heard me say this before because I've never talked.
It's a new one. I'm going to make a note. Go ahead.
It's a new one. So a lot of the workshops that I do is, especially now, when we could go out and do workshops, I did workshops around how can you prepare for the holidays so that you were able to save money.
Okay.
And one of the ways is to plan in advance. If you know you're going to be going to different parties or you're going to be invited to different gatherings, and you know you're going to take a gift for the host, purchase in advance and purchase in bulk. I don't mean to purchase the same thing in bulk, but just purchase it so that you're able to get this in advance. That's going to save you definitely this stress. I don't want to impress you here, folks. But when my kids were younger, I used to have my Christmas done shopping for them by the Halloween.
Oh my heavens.
I know.
Okay.
I was a little nutty at the time. Yes.
That's great though.
A little bit. I don't do that anymore. But I don't. Well, that's not true. But when they were younger, right? And for me, it was about avoiding the long lines. It's avoiding, it was just chaos. So if I got it done by, and I'm not suggesting you do that, but I'm just saying if you plan in advance as quick, I'm not suggesting you do that, but what can you do, right? So shop in advance. And if you're going to bring a dish, if they ask you to bring a dish, again, shop in advance. Shop ahead of time so that you're not stranded at the long lines. And that's going to allow you to save time, of course, and then turn around and save money.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because, okay, so I'm making some notes here. Shop ahead of time when bringing dishes. Yes, because who wants to stand in line? Who wants to stand in line? And we know that they'll have the special. I'm jealous of this living in Singapore because we don't have all this. Okay, like guys, I can't find a pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving to save my life here. Like there's no, it's crazy. Okay, and you have all those end caps and all those freezer things of pies and. But yes, when you shop ahead of time, you're not yes, and you can budget out your money. Oh, this is good, Chella.
Not only budget out your money, but also you're saving money because if you're at the last minute rushing in, you may have to go to several different stores. Not only the lines, but the money, right? You're gonna have to pay a premium if you shop in advance. Now you're not gonna be able to buy everything in advance, but the bulk of the stuff you're gonna be able to buy in advance. And shop if you're gonna get a host. I like to bring plants. Right? I do. I really enjoy bringing plants. So what if you go to a nursery and you pick up some plants, depending on how many parties, picture frames. I like to pick up picture frames because, of course, if the person is that type of person, right? So whatever your audience is, whatever your friends like, get them in advance. And I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but this applies to anniversaries, birthdays, or any other type of occasion. What if you make some gifts at home? I know I've never talked about this before, but one of my favorite ones is scrubs. Creating scrubs. Yeah. So if you need 3 ingredients and that's it. You're going to need some sea salt. Scrub. What did you say right there?
Like the scrubs for the nurses. Okay. Scrubs. Yes. What are the ingredients?
Body scrub. So if you go and get some sea salt, good quality olive oil, and a scented oil. That's it. 3 ingredients. And the magic here is if you're able to make friends with somebody that has a baby, get them to give you the baby jar foods. because then you'll be able to make three. I say three. You can make as many as you want, but you make three different scents for whatever it is. And then you get to find out what do they like best. So next time you give them something, you'll be able to give them into a larger container. It's like,
Sorry, Lachelle thought you meant scrubs too. But no,
oh my goodness, ladies.
Lachelle and I are learning a lot. We're learning a lot.
So what if you're able to do them in three different scents, three different flavors? So then you find out which one they like best, and you're able to make it into a larger jar next time you go.
Nice.
So really, truly a side note here, folks. And I know we have a global audience, but not all olive oils are created equal. So even if you think you're spending the $25-$40 for an olive oil, you buy in at one of those fancy markets, they're not regulated. Okay. So if you have a Trader Joe's near you, I'm going to put up the post of the olive oil that you should be getting. That is really the best as far as the rating, because it has the highest content of olives in it. Right. So you got to be careful. I know that's a side bonus. It's all about saving the money. Right.
Wow.
And you're spending $40 for an olive oil, and it's not even olive oil. So it has a mix of other wonderful things. I know. They don't tell you that.
I had no idea what we were going to learn today. I just never know when I come on screen with you, Chella. Oh, Mina, welcome. Glad you're here. We're talking about the upcoming holiday season. Mina's coming to us from India. Be interested to hear about like their holidays that they have, which may be different than what we're speaking of. But
we would love to hear how you celebrate. Absolutely, we love to hear how you celebrate. But those are the things. So creating 3 different types of scrubs will be great. Also, what if you make some cookies? I know.
Yeah,
make some cookies or some meals, right? A prepared meal for somebody. Those are great. So that's 3. What if you give the gift of time and you offer to take care of the plants when they're away? And if somebody has younger kids, I know, Terilee, you're going to love this. What if you offer to babysit?
Oh, yeah, I would babysit. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So what if you all say, you give them a nice little coupon, nice little card, and says, my gift to you is, and it's just what it is. They can turn on the coupon anytime they want. Is, to babysit on a Friday night so you can go out and have some fun.
Okay.
So all of these, the five things you can do to save money. But really the key here is that when I did this workshop a couple of years ago, I had a housewife. And just by using these 5 things, ladies and gentlemen, she was able to, housewife, that means she's only relying on the husband's income. She was able to save $3,000 in 4 months. When
gifts? Like on gifts? Wow.
Yeah, because she found different ways, right? Instead of spending money on the gifts, and that was, she was incredibly emotional because she wanted to raise $5,000 in 4 years for the daughter to go to college. It's like extra money. But she was able to raise $3,000 in 4 months. Powerful. Right. So this truly, truly works because it's about now you're spending less money, right? The sea salt, the olive oil, the scent, it's not going to take as much money as if you went out and bought, even if you bought a $25 gift, right? Yep. You can make scrubs for at least 10 people. The sea salt. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But right. It really, truly, when you take the time, and I also like it because people do appreciate you taking the time to do something.
They do.
Yeah. So those are our tips for you to prepare for the upcoming holidays. This applies to anywhere, anniversaries, birthdays, whatever holiday you celebrate, right? What can you do to set yourself so that you're working with the people that have low energy, but also ways to save money. It's all about how can we save money? Different ways for us to save money.
This is where I knew that when Chella and I would come together, that we would bring quite a well-rounded idea about the holidays. And so Chella, do you feel complete on sharing those tips before
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, so those were awesome, were they not? And now Lachelle and I, please comment if you're watching the replay and you thought we meant like hospital scrubs also. Anyone else? Just support Lachelle and I. Support Lachelle and I. But
we're gonna create we're gonna create the T team and we're gonna create the C team.
It's all good. It's all good. When I thought about the holidays, and I had a hunch that Chella was going to come and share some of this information, and truly, as we approach that season and the end of the year, it is all encompassing, and we do have to think about all these things. We have to think, yes, about our time with family and navigating that. We have to think about how we handle gifts or how we don't handle gifts, but also I want to talk to us about our business. So we know that right now we're working on our 90-day goal, which is about December 1st is over, but navigating this end of the year time with your business and navigating it well is crucial as we head into 2021. It seems like just yesterday that I was so excited as we started 2020, not knowing what was happening in 2020, but I was so optimistic. And I still am truly, but we're going to come upon this time and we want to navigate well. So what I want to ask you is, some of us have products that we sell, and the holidays are some of our biggest months of the year, right? So we want to make sure that we can optimize our time in being able to get our products out. And I would ask those who don't have a business that may be watching this, but just in general, and I think it's just conversations to have with all of our friends out on social media. I'm not saying that we don't want to support department stores these days or support, ordering online, but when we can support a fellow business owner, especially for those of us in the business networking community over the holidays, by gosh, I really hope that we will. I really hope that we will support them, because these people, it can make a difference in their family when we will either ask yourself, how can I maximize this? We have a great comment I will show here. Sean is saying, hey, ladies, I like talking about the last quarter because people don't plan for the new year. They don't. So thank you. Thank you, Shauna, for that. And we're so glad that you're here. And so please add some comments if you have them. So ask yourself, what can you do to be letting people know? We want to plan ahead, because there will be those who buy at the last minute. There will be those who don't. And truly, I think most of us will be doing online shopping. So make it easy for people to be able to purchase from you, whether that's gift certificates, letting them know that you can, people can local pick up products at your door. Maybe you will fulfill orders and they can come pick it up from you. Maybe you can do shipping, like provide shipping from where you are. I don't know, but ask yourself that. And then, so Chella, when I bring that up, what does anything come to mind from you when it comes to so I'm going to get to the point that we talked about the businesses that don't have products at Christmas, but for people who have products to really benefit, or not just Christmas, but at the holidays, do you have any thoughts for them?
No, I think that's important. That goes with saving money.
Yes.
Because what if you're able to pay for that now? Right? You're getting ahead of the game plan, and you're helping somebody. You're helping a business owner, right?
Yep.
So I think we could not have timed it better, right? Because also it's helping them. You're helping so many people when you do that. Powerful.
You are. And I'm not saying that our retail stores, that they don't need the help right now, because let's face it, everybody needs help. But look at what's something special that you could purchase. Maybe someone has a beautiful handmade product, and perhaps you can share that with your family this holiday. Or I even look at, not to plug her, but my sister's awesome. So she's a glass artist, and this is not to plug her, but let me do it as an example. Okay, so we know my sister. Maybe you don't. My sister, Leanne Christian, leannechristian.com, is a glass artist out of Florida. And this is a little piece of what she does, right? But I want you to think about all the people who see this cute persist. We must persist. But think of all the people that normally make their living at craft shows and art shows, who have beautiful things that they would be happy to wrap beautifully and possibly ship for you. It's these people that I want to speak to and speak about. We can do custom beautiful gifts and support these people who it's their big season. So I want to invite them to think about pivoting. Not everyone has a sister like me to pimp you out, but I will. But think about what you can do to make it easy for people. Okay, so that's one thing
And her sister is on Instagram, folks. Her.
Oh yes, Leanne Christian on Instagram. Yes, she is. She better be. She better be. But anyway, no, she does.
But also that brings up another point, right? What if you take this time to hire a youth in your neighborhood, right? What can they do? Can they, I don't know, can they take out the trash? Can they walk your dogs? Can they cut the trees? What can they do?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Shauna, I know that definitely Shauna, when it comes to supporting, she truly does support her local business owners, right? And she buys from people that she knows. If she has a choice between buying from somebody that she knows or going to the store, she's always going to choose purchasing from somebody that she knows.
Yes. Thank you, Shauna. I hope that we all are in that place. I hope that we are all in that place. It's a little bit challenging for me in Singapore to do some of that, but I can find it. I bet that there's people here I can do that with and support them. Or maybe I'm not buying local. Maybe people are, oh, no, duh. I can buy from my U.S. friends. I can buy from people in the U.S. and have it shipped. Hello. I'm good. I don't need to buy her. Okay.
But also think about who can you hire, right? Who can you hire in your neighborhood? Because then you're empowering them as well. Almost mentorship. When you're helping them out, maybe they need the money to go purchase gifts for their family or whatever, right? But what other ways can we find to empower each other? And I know we're talking holidays, and I know we're talking the end of the year, but this is why we're here. And we're here to help you, to support you, send us your questions, because we want to help you make the next 90 days your power days. We want to help you prepare for 2021, right? Any resources? What can we do? Any ideas? Any subjects you want us to talk about? We'll go out and research. Between the two of us, I don't want to embarrass us, but we probably, let's just say that we have about, we'll say we'll
100 years experience? Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
We have, right? We have. I was just talking to somebody this morning at one of the meetings, and I was saying that, you've been helping women, or you've been helping entrepreneurs and helping them get clarity in how do they show up for the 1-minute commercial? How do they show up? How do they build business partners, right? So we've have a lot of experience because you've been around a lot of entrepreneurs. So you've gotten to see them, watch them grow, but also you've seen a lot of people that haven't made it, right? And that in itself is also very powerful because you are able to guide people as to what not to do, not just the things you need to do, but also the things to avoid when it comes to your business. So we are here to support you. We're here on Tuesdays for the TTT show. Tuesday, Truth and Tips.
Yep.
I think next week is going to be your turn to do a truth, because so far there's been a lot of truths about Chella.
I'll give some truth. I promise. Next week I'm on. Okay. I have one more thing related that I want to plant the seed today. And if we want to talk about it more in coming weeks, I think it would be probably really important, Chella. And that's to speak about the businesses, not who have a product to sell and like this is their biggest time of the year, but how about the businesses that may shrink back when they're like, okay, how about the people who are, because we think, oh, no one's going to buy from me. No one's going to buy from me at this time of year. So I'm here to dispel that myth that is not true. That is not true. So let me plant some seeds and some ideas. And if we want to talk more about this in coming weeks. So if we're going to end a 90-day challenge around December 1st, that is not the time to go, well, then I'm done. Everyone's done. Nobody does anything. And that's not true. So number one, what I want to ask you is, in your business, like let's say you are like Chella and you are launching programs, you're having challenges, or let's take Lachelle, she's still here, Lachelle's coaching or Shauna's services via marketing or via virtual assisting, right? Is there something you could do for Black Friday? Is there a product that you could do? Is there some type of special that you could do and have a Black Friday special? Because some people are going to want to do business with you, and it might just be the time to say, hey, I'm in, right? So what could you do for Black Friday yourself? And then what I want to share is do not have it in your head that you can't do business in the month of December, because I am just saying. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Am I going to backtrack? Shauna, there are lots of people who can have products that we can do a Christmas fair. Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about doing a thing for Christmas with our virtual team for sure. For sure. Yes, yes. So I want us to think about as December. So if our 90 days is December 1st, when do you want to be launching new programs? And if you want January business, you got to be launching and talking about it in December. So hitting things hard those first few weeks of December. So whether you're going to do workshop previews, whether you're going to do challenges, whatever you're going to do, and to know that, hey, we're going to come back and we're going to start January 1st. We don't want to end up cruising the whole month of December and then be like, oh, I have no business whatsoever for January. So planning this out, keeping it going. I can say over my years, Chella, with the business networking industry, that some of us, if we're in the business of helping people grow their business, I have had chapters literally launch on Christmas Eve. Okay, it's not, people still want to be it would be nice for some people to work on growing their business in December to be ready to go and have things in the new year. So ask yourself, what can I do? How can I optimize this? And let's take advantage of that whole new year, new you idea for some of us with our businesses. As you know, Chella, some people are going to be ready. They're going to say they're ready January 1st to make a lot of money mindset shifts. They're going to say that, right? So you want to be ready. We want to be ready for that. So the biggest thing we want to get out of our head is that December is a waste. It's not. So imagine if you can save all the money on your shopping and how you handle the holidays. And if you have products, maximize your sales. Or if not, if you have services, how can you maximize this to be ready to seamlessly roll into 2021? Can be super powerful.
Absolutely. Plant the seeds. Just thinking, how many seeds can I plant in December?
Yep.
That's it. We're planting seeds because we want to be able to have those seeds blossom in January.
We do. So excited to hear. Black Friday. Yes, we can do it.
And it doesn't. What does it have to be Black Friday, folks? Who says we have to follow the rules? Why can't we have our Black Friday on December 5th? It's our rules. It's our business. Why can't we be ahead of the game plan?
It is.
That's what we're here. We're here to inspire and to spark up some new ideas. Oh, thank you, Lachelle. We know we can count on you.
Yes, right? Thank you, Lachelle. Right, we can. We pay Lachelle, just so y'all know. We pay Lachelle. Yeah, no.
This is her extra. This is her shopping money.
Yes. So we're super excited for the next 90 days. And I want to encourage you all to, as you move forward in those goals that you've set. And I have one little story, Chella, and then you can pull me off and say, tell me about that. So it is the importance, and you all know that I say it. So if you're out there networking, we must have a game plan of what we're going to ask people for. Not prepared, and we're not thinking big, you just are not going to get the results you're looking for. And in order to help you reach those goals, so last week I put it out there big and said I wanted to triple our virtual team membership by the end of the year, right? And that's a big one. And what's that going to take? Some big asks, specific asks. So today I was at a meeting and I said I want to meet some on-fire leaders with Arbonne, because that's going to give us some skincare people, health and wellness people, right, that we can invite to all our teams and possibly help start new chapters, right? And wouldn't you know, I didn't know that the person in the commercial after me was an On Fire Arbonne leader. I didn't know.
And that's the importance of asking, right? And I'm talking to you ladies right now. Men you can listen to. But, we need to ask. Because just before we signed on here, I was at a networking event. And I did my commercial and I talked and talked and talked. And then they said, what are you looking for? I said, I am looking for podcasts where I can be that empower women. And I want to be part of an online summit. Guess what? I got both.
What?
So you just don't know, right? Don't underestimate Even if nobody in that room can help you, they may know somebody that can help you.
Yes.
Right? And you've been doing really well with your big ask.
I
ASA.
know, I know. And maybe this is a topic for coming weeks. I know we have a schedule, but I think some of it, and Chella, okay, don't laugh, because Chella and I have been together for a little while here. And, part of it though is, are you ready? Being ready to receive it.
Right.
Okay. You can have all the big asks in the world and you might put them out there, but if you're not ready to receive, I don't know. I don't know. But I am ready to receive. I know exactly what to do with when we get these leads. I know exactly what to do with them. And I think that that's super important. I see our friend George Ventura just joined us.
Oh, George, we haven't seen you for a while. Has
George,
he,
we have not seen you.
has he been ignoring us? I think he's been ignoring.
No.
He's been not ignoring us. He's been avoiding us.
Well, he showed up to Tuesday Truths and Tips, so we'll see. We'll see.
We look forward to hearing from you. But anyways,
Yes.
we're going to see if we can cut these like to under 30 minutes, but you can tell we have so much to share and we're having so much fun. However,
We're just barely going over.
Yeah, send us your questions. What would you like us to cover? We do have some shows that we want to do because we want to be able to give you as many tips as we can to help you achieve your goals within the next 90 days.
Yep. So thank you, everyone. I promise I'll be ready to throw down my truth. I'll be ready to throw down my truth next week. Chella, you do not have to be on. Oh, George is pre-retired. That is why we have not seen him.
Gotcha.
Good for you, George. Good for you.
We're happy
to hear that. We're happy to hear that. So if you're watching the replay, please type in what are some of your takeaways here. What are some of the, and if you have more ideas on what we chatted about, please give those as well. We would absolutely love to hear from you. We'll be checking the comments, and we will see you next week. So let's see what memo Chella and I get next week. Everybody have a fantastic week. We wish you all, as you know, and we're here to support. We wish you much success. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.